Hey traders, John Howell here, officialjohnhowell.com. In this video we're going to do a quick market update, so let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, let's get straight into this market update and let's have a look exactly what is happening here on the charts. I think it's really important that we see the bigger picture and the smaller picture. Now, the first thing I do see on this weekly chart here is that you can see here that the market ran up. That was the low. And if I open this right up, and let me get my trend line drawing tools going here, you can see here that was the low, that was the low, that was the low, that was the low. This is the first lower low bar. This is the first low, lower low bar, lower low and lower high. Lower low and lower high compared to the previous day's bar. Now here's the thing, is that this level through here, all through here, you can see how that there was actually indeed a bit of a support level. You can see how it bounced off there and then it broke through there. So that whole level there, if we do run up a little bit, we're likely to reject off and come back down. In fact, that's it, and that's, you can see here on the daily chart. If I bring up my trend lines here, you can see that's exactly what actually happened on the daily chart. We just can't see it on the weekly chart. And so you can see this trend line right here is indeed this trend line right here, and we reject it off. So to me, I see a lot more downside to come with that there. You can see here that it actually did run up to here on the weekly, rejected and came down, closed there. So it created a lower high. So if we look at that, and if we look at this here, this is the high point here, okay? So if we start to close above that, if we start to close above this here, then we're likely to race up towards at least the 2045 on the 2045 on the S&P. As you can see, we made a lower low, lower high, and came down through there. Looking on the Dow Jones, what do we have on the Dow Jones? You can see how the Dow Jones did something very similar, where you can see that this low point through here is indeed a support and resistance level. So this was a whole area of resistance and support through there. If I draw this trend line right through there, that whole level through there is indeed a support and resistance level where we are right now. So sellers actually came in strong. Really came in strong when it comes to the end of the market. If I show you here, go to the last hour, you can see here that the market ran up, and then we thumped down, and then we closed below that point through there, as you can see. So to me, that screams a lot more downside to come, as you can see through here. I see this market making, once again, you can see that we did make on the weekly chart a lower high and a lower low. That was the first time in a long time. This one here was equal high, higher low. This was a higher low, equal high, higher low, higher high. So we're moving up through here, and now you can see that this actually started changing the trend through here on the S&P 500. Looking on the Russell was the one that actually ended up down a lot, which is very interesting to see. As you can see that the Russell actually had a big down weekly bar through there. So the Russell, to me, the lower cap stocks actually got hammered on the weekend. You can see here, you have this low point here, and you can see here we have this high point through here, and we have this low point through here, lower low, big downward movement on there as well. And on the Nasdaq also, it gapped up, but also came down as well too. If you look at the Nasdaq weekly chart looks very weak. We've already had this down move, had this big up move, and now we're looking at this lower close through here on the weekly chart. The Dow Jones, to me, has at least another the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq looks very weak, and that's what I do see for the Nasdaq there as well too. And if you start to look at things like where's the VIX? The VIX is already starting to spike. I believe we're likely to get a bit of a spike up through here on the VIX. And yeah, so that's what we're seeing through there. So we can see that's the point through there. We can see this is what's happening on the natural gas. We can see what's happening on oil. Oil sort of just holding around this level through here. Do we break this level and run back down towards the lows, or do we hold that there? And obviously, you know, you can see gold has continued to try to sort of hold at this resistance level where we are right now. Do we break up and continue running up? That's yet to be seen when it comes to that. So anyway, guys, that's what I do see on the overall markets. Down. The prices are down with the market. So anyway, guys, John Howell here, officialjohnhowell.com. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.